Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
Hi, bitches.
Hey,
Hey-o.
hey. Welcome back.
Oh, we're back. I'm so tired still. What
I'm
about you, Dar?
exhausted.
This week has been awful, too. Like, awful.
I saw on Facebook people are like, I'm still tired. So it makes sense. Not to mention they're throwing every single episode at
There's
you.
too
Like,
much.
oh, it is a lot. I didn't realize last night. I'm like, oh my God, there's 2 shows on.
I know.
I'm tired. And I didn't even go to Vegas.
2 shows on Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's like a lot. I'm like, listen, I know that I can watch a lot of Bravo, but like I do have a job.
I am running up my Bravo debt once again.
I mean, I'm caught up, but I literally today shut my door for lunch, quote, end quote, and I watched Real Housewives of Miami.
You got to do what you got to do.
You have to. You have to. But we're back, and I am so like tired still, honestly.
I need to just catch up on sleep.
I'm still just like not over like the BravoCon like energy and the vibes and whatever. Like I'm still reading about it. I'm watching the panels again, even the ones we went to.
Same.
All the Watch What Happens lives. I think the last one's going up tonight. Or maybe tomorrow. Yeah, it's exciting.
Have they put out the Jersey panel yet?
No, I don't know if they're going to because it was so controversial.
Yeah,
the one with Teresa, right? I mean, I've seen clips of it on Reddit and Instagram and TikTok.
They are demanding that Jen Aydin be fired for body shaming and misgendering that person, which I don't know how they could know that she misgendered her because no one asked her pronouns, but that's just my opinion. But it was bad. And like,
the question was a little bit ridiculous too.
The question was fucked up.
It's bad on both sides.
Okay. It's bad on both sides for sure. Like, you know you can rile Jen Aydin up. It doesn't take a lot, and that's exactly what that girl did. Like, she is going to probably single-handedly get that girl.
Well, I guess we'll see.
My thought on it is, why would you spend all of this money and, like, be aggressive towards the people you're there to see? And, like, we yell at our TV. We get on here. We talk shit about it. But I saw people there that I'm not fans of, but I'd never go up to and be like, yeah, fuck you, buddy.
We were walking and Louis came out and someone went up to him and was like, walking red flag. I'm like, you guys are crazy. Like,
it's just rude.
It's like, yell at your TV. Don't yell at these people.
It's like
they're real people. It's so
crazy. They're doing a job too. Like, I feel like people forget that this is also like their job. Yes, it's reality TV, but you've said it before. Reality TV is not real. Like, this is not, it's
They're
not
characters.
Real. Yeah.
They play characters on a show that presents itself as real life.
Yeah. Well, and it's like it's an exaggerated sense of reality. Like,
yeah. We wouldn't really say what the Jen Aydin thing was, but for those of you that like didn't see clips of it, which I feel like everyone probably has, but basically this person in a Send It to Daryl sweatshirt came up to the mic and said, "Why are you so far up Teresa's ass?" to Jen Aydin. And Teresa started to try to answer and she goes, "I'm not asking you." And then
I didn't see that part.
And she started like yelling at her, and then like at first it wasn't bad, but then the girl was like still being rude, so then she called her big boy. And then Teresa got up and what Teresa said was like, obviously you've never had friends. Like, this is like what it's like to have real friends. And then the girl was still yelling like, I didn't fucking ask you or something like that. And like,
where was security? Why weren't they like breaking this up?
You know, and they, before every Q&A, they all said like, these are the rules for the Q&A. Like,
she should have gotten in trouble.
For fun. I think she did. I think
they walked her.
They walked her out.
Yeah, well.
But she was still screaming while they walked her out too.
I think so. That's what happened. Too, just want a viral moment.
Yeah.
She got
100% agree.
And also, if I'm gonna go viral, I'm gonna wear a better outfit and do my makeup. I'm just saying.
I always think that when I see people on TV, like a lot of the teen moms look rough, and I'm like, okay, guys, you're on national television. Like, what are you doing?
I know. Like, if I'm going viral, I'm at least gonna put on makeup or do my hair. Just saying. But yeah, definitely check out Peacock. They're putting up they're still putting up more panels. Like, every day I've seen more go up. And also, if you watch the Bravos, you will see Darcy and I.
We sure will. Multiple times.
So many times. First of all, I will say, I can't believe how many people wore bright pink dresses because I'm like, is that Darcy? And I was watching it in my bedroom. And I have to like get out of bed and get real close to the TV because I got the tiniest TV in my bedroom.
Telescope.
And I'm like, nope, not Darcy. I'm like, how many people are wearing bright pink dresses? a lot more than you'd realize.
Everyone was very sparkled to death.
Yes.
The whole BravoCon. But you will notice us, we are the ones that look like Sparkle Dumb and Dumber because Darcy's wearing a bright pink sparkle dress and I am wearing a bright, sparkly, like, blazer short set.
I definitely took a picture and sent it to you guys. I'm like, I see.
Oh my God. So many people have tagged us. And thank you so much. One like account I really want to shout out because we had so much fun with them was Reality Dates and Noise Complaints. And they are hysterical.
Obsessed with
them. I'm obsessed with them. And they like tagged us in this like clip of us like on there. And then I recorded it. And I went in and I like screenshotted us specifically.
It was much better than the clip I sent. I know you guys were crying.
We're crying because Vicky gets her Lifetime Achievement Award and we're looking at each other and you can literally see us crying.
Wait, were you guys all cocktails deep at this point?
Oh yeah, balls to the walls.
Darcy, were you drunk?
I would limit myself to like 2 during the day.
Because we went to Nobu and you went lychee martini status. What was that? What was that? I can't even. I just have to say it. We're sitting here recording, and all of a sudden, balloons went up on Darcy's screen, like a screen effect. I don't even know what that was. Is it your birthday? Did we forget?
It's not. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what that was.
Weird. We're getting hacked.
Are we Lychee Martini did right
Our
now?
FBI agent is loving this right now.
That must be his birthday.
It must be. Shit, I sent it to the wrong one.
Check us out on the Bravos. Also follow Reality Dates Noise Complaints. They're hysterical.
They're fantastic.
They're very funny women, and they are a good fucking time.
And they came fucking prepared. They had so many fun things.
They were passing out these they made their own their little emblem on a poker chip. They were so cool.
Oh, and that's cute.
They made little koozies. They're so cute.
And stickers. I got a Whoop It Up sticker.
Love that.
We passed out a lot of our stickers. We have Boujee Bravo Bitches stickers.
Good job, guys.
QR code on it. We passed out a lot. We were leaving them at little cocktail tables all around. People
I love that.
Nice little spread.
Yeah. I gave them out on the plane ride on the way home because everyone on the plane was wearing a Send It to Daryl hoodie. And so I was just like, here, you get a sticker, you get a sticker. We all get stickers. It was a good time. Let's see. Oh, the other thing that came out right before BravoCon is all these pregnant Bravo Lebs because obviously they were going to be there and they were going to be looking pregnant. So People, or was it Us Weekly? Us Weekly did a story on Dr. Nicole and Jasmine from Summer's House, Martha's Vineyard, Summer's House. Because they're both pregnant, and we didn't see Dr. Nicole, but we did sit with Jasmine for a bit, and Jasmine is due in February, so she's really pregnant.
She's super pregnant. She looks amazing.
She does. I was asking her how Silas is, and she said he's not coming home till May, so he's gonna miss the birth of her too. She said he can put in for a furlough, but he's not guaranteed it. But she has her mom and his mom for support. But I felt I'm like, I couldn't even imagine. Couldn't even imagine.
Thank you, Silas, for your service.
I know. And she was in really good spirits about it. She's like, it's not like he's out gallivanting around this is he's serving his country. And I knew that when I signed up.
That's so good. I love that.
She was so supportive. She did she was teary about it, but I didn't ask, is he going to be here? But I was like, how is he? When's he coming back? And when she said it, I was like, oh. And she's like, yeah, he's going to miss the birth.
That's so sad.
We did talk a little bit about the whole Ramona drama before we went to BravoCon, but she is canceled AF. And I'm bringing it up because she was supposed to have a booth at BravoCon in the bazaar. And then all of a sudden it was Batch Boss, which is Avery, her daughter's company. And Avery was there and she looked I don't know how she did it. She looked very uncomfortable. We saw her waiting in line for an Uber when we were waiting in line for an Uber, and she was just sitting there like this. I hope no one recognizes me.
I heard through Reddit that she was not happy. Somebody posted a picture and they're she did not want to take this picture even though she's smiling.
I saw that post.
She didn't look mad. She just looked mortified, and I'm sure people said shit to her.
Of course.
They absolutely did.
People were saying shit to Carl. People were just saying fucked up shit.
Really?
See, that's so crazy to me because as much as I don't like Melissa or Joe Gorga, I would never have the balls to say anything to them. Even if I saw John Mellencamp's son-in-law's wife, I wouldn't be able to say anything. I would be like,
yeah,
a mutie.
They're just people. They're here for our entertainment. We don't need talk shit about them to our friends.
It's such a parasocial. Exactly. I'm here for entertainment. I'm not going to be an asshole. Like, I know you're just doing your job.
And you're entertaining me. So.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just could never. Like, even like the shit we talk about, some people like Ryan, for example, like I'm never gonna like go up and be rude. In fact, I went up to him, I'm like, thank you so much for like taking it so well when we made fun of you.
He's
like,
awesome.
I actually respect him for that. And he is really like a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Same with Carl. I told you my whole perspective shifted after meeting both him and Lindsay. My whole perspective changed. Like, I am definitely more like Team Carl. Honestly. Yeah, but you just didn't like him before. But he's very
I never liked him. But I would never be rude to him. I would be like, probably not say anything because I don't say anything to anybody.
I was going to say, do you say anything to anyone?
No, I wouldn't.
Right when I landed in Vegas, I saw breaking news that Shannon was sentenced to 3 years probation.
Yes, that's kind of crazy.
She was out and about everywhere at BravoCon. She was at her booth working it, probably because she wasn't drunk. Like she had more energy.
Yeah, she said she hasn't drank since then, and she hasn't seen John either. She hasn't seen John, and she hasn't drank.
Good on both counts, and she looked very good, and she looked healthy. Honestly, I mean, maybe not happy, but I expected her to be like shameful and like, you know, like maybe like not really come out or like want to take pictures, but she wasn't. She worked that booth all weekend. I never even saw the other two there. It was the Trace Amigas booth, and then her Real for Real booth was right next to it. So did you guys see today
I did see
some Salt Lake City news that apparently Beauty Lab and Laser is suing Monica. So Beauty Lab and Laser is Heather's company, and Monica went for some injections and did not pay her bills, which does not surprise me. And so Beauty Lab and Laser is suing her for payment, and she is countersuing for botched injections. This to me reeks of like, Sheree don't pay her bills if she didn't like the service. And
I agree.
I'm not into it.
I'm not into it.
Pay
your bills.
Heather is about her business, and I don't think she's giving botched injections either.
I feel like if that was the case, more and more people would come out and say, like, I went to Beauty Lab and Laser and they messed up my face.
Right.
This is the first we're ever hearing about it.
Right.
Well, and there was some other rumblings, too, that this is not the first time she's done it. She uses an alias when she goes there, so it's under a couple of different names.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, she seemed sketchy. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I mean, she was buddies with John Shaw.
The whole, like, I pay for the car, but the car's in my mom's
name.
It
doesn't make any sense.
No.
Agreed.
I'm not buying it. I mean,
I pay for everything. Yeah, it's, like, weird.
We'll get more into Salt Lake, but I'm not buying it. Team Beauty Lab and Laser.
Same.
Some of the BravoCon stuff we didn't really discuss on our BravoCon episode was, like, kind of hookups, because I didn't hear much about anything other than everyone wanting to hook up with Captain Jason. And so there was rumors of him and Lala, him and Ashley Darby, him holding hands with Taylor Ann Green, who has a boyfriend. And then supposedly he has a huge crush on Luann, supposedly. So.
And Adriana from Miami said she spent a night with him.
Interesting.
Not at BravoCon, when he was in Miami for a charter at one point.
She is a liar, so I don't believe that. But
I will say I believe the Lala and Captain Jason.
I kind of feel like they were putting, like, they posted a picture together, and I kind of feel like they were just putting on for like a show. I don't think they actually hooked up. But
Can you imagine going from Randall to Captain Cutie?
I hope she did.
You mean someone with a neck? You guys ever watch? No, you don't. I don't know why I'm asking. So 90 Day Fiancé,
I already know who you're talking about.
I know who you're talking about too. It's on Fisa's ex-husband, or
I mean, maybe he was. I don't even know anymore because that's not who he's with, but he's on like The Last Resort, which is where they are like trying to save their relationships, and he literally is like the no-neck wonder, and I look at him and I just think, Randall, is that you?
I feel like he looks like Randall. Maybe that's not on Fisa's husband, but I definitely know who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else do we got? Oh yeah, other like just little BravoCon tidbits was Vicky did a squash the beef with Teddy, which I'm just like, God, why do you guys even give Teddy these 5 minutes? Like, it's just so fucking annoying. With her guest wristband, like, you're not even fucking here. Like, you're not the talent. It's so annoying. And Vicky basically refused and then posted about it and was like, I gave her 5 seconds of fame. So annoying. I fucking hate you, John Mellencamp's son-in-law's wife. What would you call her?
John Mellencamp's second wife's first daughter.
I also referred to her as John Mellencamp's grandchildren's mother.
Oh, I like that one. That's a good one. I love that.
He's playing up here soon, and Pablo was just like, should we go? Should we go see John Mellencamp?
I was talking my dad when I got to Vegas. My dad was like, let's check out the news. I was on the phone with him, and he's like, oh, lots of Bravo news today because of BravoCon. Oh, what is this Bethany Frankel doing? She's such a fucking loser. And then he said something about like, why are they talking about John Cougar Mellencamp? I'm like, they're not, Dad. They're talking about his daughter, but we only refer to her as John Mellencamp's daughter. So funny. Did you guys see that post where Thomas Ravenel, was like talking a whole lot of shit about like the whole cast? He said Catherine Dennis is the worst, and that like Craig Shep and Austen are all losers, but he's misspelled there. And Amanda, she commented back to me like correcting it, but she's not the only one. So many of our followers wrote back THUI''RE instead of THEIR. It was
He's
so
like,
funny.
They're idiots. That's what it said. And I'm like, they are idiots.
I know. It was so funny.
You're the only idiot, T-Rav. Well, I mean, they are idiots too. I agree with him. But also,
idiots.
You're not much better. You're probably worse than them. So,
if I'm being honest, I miss the Southern charm, like T-Rav, Catherine Dennis days. Even though he's like gross and disgusting and like, you know, just totally like a walking microaggression and all of the above. But I just miss those days of like Southern charm.
I miss her when she's like chasing him down the dock.
Mm-hmm. Thomas!
It gives Janelle from Teen Mom.
Definitely. David! Kiefer! Do your favorite line from Teen Mom, from Babs.
Who,
hi,
me?
Hi, you both hi.
Hi, you both hi. I seen you with Kiefer.
God.
That's another podcast I should do.
Yeah, well, so is Kale having her 6th and 7th child, and they're all boys apparently.
Boys. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Again, another time.
Another pod. But if you're watching Bravo, you've seen it all.
Yeah.
Okay, the other like weird little like thing that was going around was that Bronwyn, who, if you think we don't like John Mellencamp's daughter, I also don't like. What is her mom's name?
Oh, I don't know. They can't live in my brain. They're out of my brain. I can't with them.
It's her daughter, Bronwyn.
Bronwyn's mom's daughter
is dating. There was a rumor going around that he's dating Audrina from The Hills, but that's not true.
Yeah, she came out and she's like, "It's not Audrina. It's somebody."
It didn't look like her, honestly.
I just went with it. It was on Reddit, and I'm like, "Oh, check this out."
A lot of people posted about it, but
clearly I was wrong.
It's not. I deleted it after I found out it was not accurate. But yeah, way to go. What's his name? Sean?
Yeah, I mean, as long as he's like fucking getting out of her, whatever. Anyway,
she got engaged too.
Fucking sicko. She's a sicko. I can't stand her.
She's a weirdo.
Terrible person.
She almost single-handedly took down the franchise, to be honest.
Yeah, she's the worst.
Gross. We have a lot of upcoming shows coming out. There were a lot of like previews and trailers dropped at BravoCon. So Southern Hospitality, the full trailer is out. That's coming out December 7th. First season, it didn't really do it for me. I was kind of saying this to Darcy at BravoCon. Like, I'm going to watch it, obviously, but like, it didn't really tickle my pickle, if I'm being honest.
I'll be honest. I didn't watch it, but I'll watch this season just because it's my job now.
Like, I don't need a like baby Vanderpump, really. Like, I feel like Vanderpump, if they were still working at bars and restaurants, like I probably wouldn't still be watching it. I mean, I would, but I wouldn't like it as much. Like, the point is to grow up, but I'll watch it. So that's coming out on the 7th. Then RHUGT Legacy will be coming. RHONY Legacy will be on Peacock starting December 14th. So that's soon.
I'm so pumped for that. I'll be honest with you.
I think they're going to drop everything at once. So maybe it would be worth it to like kind of just do an episode on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a separate one, because they're going to probably drop everything. So it's not like we're going to be able to talk about it week by week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then VPR is coming back January 15th for season 11. And they also announced at BravoCon that Captain Carey from Below Deck Adventure will be taking over for Captain Lee.
Oh.
Yeah. And they were like, they claimed that it's because of Captain Lee's like continual like medical issues, and Captain Lee's like, no, they just didn't ask me back.
Oh, really?
Which sucks.
Yeah. I know.
Everyone loves Captain Lee. Why would they do that?
I do think it's because, in part, due to like the medical issues. Because
I
if
do
you're
too.
in the
It's
middle
gotta
of a
be
charter, and then they have to ask Captain Sandy to come fill in, like that's not the show.
And it's got to be like an insurance issue too.
I'm sure. So he did not get asked back, which is sad. But they just love him. I have a feeling they'll do something with him.
Yeah, I mean, they did the show with Kate. I'm sure they'll do something else.
Yeah. So that's coming in February. I don't think they gave it a date, but they just said February. So that is all breaking news.
Amanda, did you see the Kim and Kory news?
Oh, I didn't see any Kim and Kory news. What was
No.
Their dogs were roaming.
Yes, I did see that.
And a woman called the cops and said the dog like tried charging at them. Yes. And then there were screenshots out of the Facebook group whose dogs
They're like, this is the Bierman's dogs. If we walk by their gates, we always be careful if they're open. Also, there's another thing because they live in a gated community on a golf course. I need to get in that group. That would be wild.
Literally, that was my first thought.
That would actually be wild. But another thing that came out was that the Biermans went. Kim posted like an Instagram, like, look at all the candy my kids got. They had like a duffel bag. Apparently, he rode through on a scooter, and like when in neighborhoods we put out candy in bowls, and then people come and they like take one. I guess he went through and he took all of the candy and just like dumped it in his bag. So like other kids were going through trick-or-treating and there was no candy. I know, that's awful, right?
That's so terrible.
Well, I mean, not surprising. Look whose parents are. I don't blame him. I blame his freaking parents.
Remember when the dog almost ate off the kid's face?
Yeah, that's one of the dogs that was out roaming. Yeah.
Sinatra the dog.
Yeah.
They were going to put that dog down, but then they didn't, which I'm glad that they worked with someone to do it in a more humane way. Let's talk about the shows of the week, unless you guys have anything else.
I think we're good.
Do it.
All right.
Let's get into it.
So last week we recorded early. So we didn't talk about the second episode of Beverly Hills or the premiere of Miami. So I did kind of want to go backwards for a moment just to talk about those two. And then we can kind of propel forward through the week, shall we?
I love it.
Let's go.
We shall.
So last week's Beverly Hills, I mean, basically a lot was surrounding Dorit and PK. He had the big surprise for her for their anniversary. It was a pretty woman theme. I thought it was so cute, honestly. It was adorable.
It was super cute.
She was just so Dorit about it, like not wanting her clothes picked out and all that stuff. And then we go over to Kyle's house to discuss or who was it, Portia's birthday or something like that?
Yeah, Portia's birthday.
And she's being so fucking weird, like a child with like the tattoo conversation.
Yeah.
And just so weird.
She's giving weird vibes this season. Something had to have happened. Maybe it's the no alcohol. Her brain is like, I don't fucking know. It's weird. I'll say that. I got nothing.
It was so strange. Like, I didn't even really know what to make of it, to be honest. But I'm like, why are you like being a child with like, hee hee, I got a tattoo. Like, you're fucking 100 years old. Like, so weird.
Like, ooh, Mo has one too.
Yeah, like why are you telling his mom? Let him tell his mom. Like, shut your mouth, you weirdo.
It's so strange.
It's like weird.
I know more happened, but those were the standouts of that episode, and we're gonna go over last night's episode too. Miami premiered last week, so I downloaded both of these and watched them on the plane. So I was ready for BravoCon.
Same.
Yeah. It was so good. I feel like Miami gives and gives, and honestly, like, I'm so glad it's back, because when it went off the air, I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is one of the best like franchises on television, but it just had bad production, I guess. I'm just so glad that it's back.
It was such a good show.
It was a good premiere. I laughed. I cried. I definitely cried. I bawled with Guerdy. I really did. And I don't even, like, I never cared for her that much. Like, I didn't have anything against her, but I didn't care for the whole, like, Gerdified party, blah, blah, blah before. But I cried like a baby. I really did.
Absolutely. It made me emotional. I'm, like, on the plane, like,
oh, y'all are so
sniffling.
Cute.
Yeah.
I mean, she was so vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like, to film that, to let people into that. So I respect it.
Yeah. Basically, Alexia starts out on her amends tour, and she's like trying to do, her Nuevos Horizontes or whatever it's called.
Do you guys think the amends is gonna last?
No, they never.
I hope not.
I know. No.
I give it till she finds out Adriana was talking shit.
Other. This is just how it goes. I mean, this is how Beverly Hills started too. No one's talked since the reunion because everyone's mad at each other. So let's have a party that brings everyone together so we can start filming again. Otherwise, these are going to be boring episodes.
Exactly.
I did think it was weird that Todd didn't show up. There is something weird with the two of them. I'm not okay. Like people hate Louis and like people don't like Ryan. I think Todd is like not well. Todd
it's like weird because in the preview they showed like we have 15 days to get out of the apartment. Like what's that about? Like I guess it's just like a weird. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with them.
That something's going on.
Yeah, and it was weird. We'll get into the next week's episode later, but it was weird tonight too. Okay, so we roll over to yacht life. Larsa like gets this humongous yacht, bigger than any below deck yacht I've ever seen, for her and Marcus and Jody and Lisa to just go out to lunch. I don't even know. Charter a yacht for an hour.
It might be Michael Jordan's boat.
Could be. Ooh, probably is. It looks like one I've seen before. It looks like Mark Cuban's, but
okay.
I didn't catch the name. I'll let you know. I'll do a little recon on that for you.
If you figure out the name, you can figure out whose boat it is.
I'm happy for Lisa. Her new man is so nice. He was very nice at BravoCon too. Like he's like, what can I get you to drink? I'll go find something for you. And she's like, I just need coffee. And he was like in the regular people line getting coffee for her. I'm like, you are a good man.
So nice.
I went up and told him he was a good man. And he was very nice. Very, very kind. What do you guys make of Larsa and Marcus?
It's weird. At the fucking face of it, it is weird. Yeah. She was married to Scottie Pippen, who was teammates on the Bulls with Michael Jordan, was around Marcus when he was like a child and is now dating him. It's fucking weird.
When you put it like that, it makes it even weirder.
It's weird. I was really excited to get a picture with him. Yeah. Like, really excited.
That was a good picture. Darcy got that one. That was a good pick. Then we end at the party, and Guerdy basically goes up to Larsa and is like, when I call for you, I need, like, come for me or something. It was so sad and weird and mafia-like. It was creepy. I don't know.
Well, especially knowing what we know, because, like, if we didn't know that, I'd be like, okay, what's
and
that
it did seem authentic that nobody really knew, and everyone was like, what is this about? Like, it was so weird. Why is she crying? And it seemed even more real after last night's episode, but we'll get into that a little further down the line. We also had Southern Charm, which I kind of was mad at Bravo for even putting this on during BravoCon. So I'm like, why are you doing this to us, Bravo? Like, we have enough Bravo right now. I can't watch a show, too. I don't fucking have time. There's not enough hours.
I was actually watching it in the room, and we were just
like, we're not paying attention to this.
The ratings could not have been good because there were like thousands of people at BravoCon. But anyways, I watched it. I caught up. They were men in the mountains. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it wasn't really like anything that happened. We went to Taylor Ann Green's house, and that was really it.
I don't need to go to Taylor Ann Green's anything ever. But I guess she invites Olivia, and then Olivia comes up, and that's like next week.
Did Olivia and Austen hook up? Thoughts?
I think so.
Yeah.
I agree. You don't just take your bra off in a man's house while you're watching TV.
Mean, yeah. So I was thinking about this. I was like, I would never do that. I was like, but also like my boobs would fall down to my kneecaps if I did that. So maybe if you've got like cute little perky boobs, you take your bra off forever, but it's not for me.
Maybe you take it off. But if you're just friends, you go in the bathroom and do that, and you put it in your purse. You don't take it off in front of a person and leave it on an ottoman.
Well, they already had sex.
Sending a message.
So they've already had sex. So it's not like they're just friends, quote unquote. Yeah. I think they hooked up.
They definitely hooked up.
And I think that Rod is very like right in all of his assessments of Austen, and I just appreciate it. I appreciate someone saying like these fuckboys can't get away with this shit anymore.
Yeah, I agree.
They're ruining it for the other men of Charleston. That was pretty much the episode. Kind of boring, honestly. It was.
They were like in the car for 7 hours.
I mean, I did enjoy Craig's commentary on the fact that panda bears are not real.
They're just I love that he's a costumes. I love that he's a conspiracy theorist. I love that.
Weirdo. Shout out to Craigie, the nicest Bravo lub, easily.
Facts.
Okay, so Sunday night after BravoCon, I had to download these for the plane ride home on Monday too. I'm like, I cannot do 2 shows after BravoCon. I'm gonna die. Plus, we went out to dinner. Oh yeah, we didn't even say this. We went out to dinner after BravoCon. We went to this like this restaurant in the Hotel Lovo. It's an Italian restaurant. It was delicious. BT Dubs. We shared a 2-pound meatball. It was amazing. Anyways, it was so good. But we walk in, and first we see like this huge table set up for 40 people, and they're all standing in the lobby being super annoying. And then I see a wristband on one of them, like, oh, they're Bravo people. Well, it was the entire like Bravo event staff was out to dinner there. And there was
including
like
the security guard who looked like Ariana.
Yeah.
But very buff. Very buff.
Yes. They were all like, that girl was weird. But they were all like the people that were working the Bravo Palooza. So they know the talent. Like they were the ones carrying their shoes and bags around for them. So I don't really know what their title was, but they were all there. And then we walk in further, and like right in front of our table is freaking Frank, Brittany, and Pauly, and like a couple other people with them are having dinner like at the table next to us.
I love that. Did you say hi to them?
Yeah, immediately I was like, hey, and he was like, hey, sweetheart, how are you? And we're like, oh my God, you guys are here. I didn't see Pauly at first because his back was towards us, but then we were sitting down, I was facing him, and he had his glasses on. I'm like, that's Pauly. And the girls next to us went to BravoCon too. Actually, Darcy got her ear pierced in front of that girl, so we knew they were from BravoCon. And we're like, that's Pauly. And she was like, yeah, no, it definitely is. We went up to them. So apparently Dolores was at Watch What Happens Live that night, so they were out before they went to meet her. But yeah, they were very nice to us. I wanted to send something over to them, but they got up and left pretty much after we sat down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we really couldn't get away from Frank, Catania, and Brittany. We must have saw them 17 times.
All weekend.
Yes. And I love Brittany. Brittany follows us. Shout out to Brittany.
She's beautiful, and her ring's beautiful, and it's so exciting.
I've like followed up with a few Bravo Labs from our account since we got back, and like they've all been so nice in return, honestly. Including Rachel Fuda, I will say that. And I'm not a huge Fuda fan, but she was very kind in return. So there's that. And today I message Andrea. I message Andrea pretty frequently from our account, so that's like not uncommon. We probably talk once a week, to be honest. But he posted the Brooklyn Nets, and today I said, "Are you cheating on the Nuggets?" And he goes, "Never. I would never cheat on the Nuggets because you know his name's Andre
in Denver
because he loves the Denver Nuggets." He goes, "I watch every single game," and I'm like, "You better." I'm like, "The Nuggies are your team. They don't call you Andrea Denver for nothing." It's funny. He was like, were you at BravoCon? I said, yeah, we didn't see you. I'm sorry. I was really sad about it. He was like, I'm sorry I missed you. I know. Sam, too. I was like, Sam, how did we not see you? Because I posted something. We'll get to it, but I posted something yesterday about Messy Casey. And she was like, thank you for posting this. I love you guys always. And I'm like, we love you, too. And I'm like, I'm really bummed I didn't see you. I could have messaged her, and I'm sure we could have seen her, but I didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
To be honest. But anyways, I don't know how we got there from our premiere episodes, but
we digress.
A fucking sharp left. I'm sorry about that. But back to the Real Housewives of Potomac, which premiered. Did you guys love it? What did you think?
I love it. It's one of my faves. It's so good.
Just the over-the-top editing.
Yes.
Of every, like, the Stranger Things, house flips upside down.
So campy. I'm obsessed.
Yeah. The Stranger Things thing was like weird, honestly. That was like too far for me, but
the reenactment at like the nail salon, like it's an episode of Dateline. It was great.
So funny. Okay. I have a very important question to start us off with. Is Juan Dixon a cheater?
Yes, absolutely 100% yes.
Are we bothered by it though?
No, I don't care. Well, I mean, I'm not a huge Juan fan. You guys know that. But like obviously Robin knows that he's a cheater, pumpkin eater. She doesn't care, so let her go.
Right.
We don't have to bother her about it. If she's fine with it, which she is, then let her live her life. Although, keep talking about it because it's interesting.
I feel like, okay, Charisse, Giselle, Ashely, maybe not Ashely because she's messy, but Giselle and Charisse, I feel like we're trying to come from a good place. And I think that's the right approach.
That intervention was wild.
Like, sit her down and try to get her to talk about it. But if she then says, shut the fuck up, then you got to leave it alone. Like, this is her life. This is how she chooses to live, and that's her fucking prerogative. Like,
it was wild.
She does not have to air her dirty laundry just because you want her to.
I think that this season is going to be a takedown of Robin because I think the producers are pissed. I think Andy's pissed.
Pissed.
Yeah, that nothing.
We're all surprised she even got asked back after like not.
Yeah, well,
and then putting all that info.
They want to take her down.
Yeah,
and now the whole season. I mean, her sit down with Juan was very produced, very awkward. The conversation was weird. I mean, I'm here for it.
It was very like staged.
Yeah,
nobody sits on a couch facing forward to have a conversation with each other.
And it's like, weird. Oh, you paid for the hotel. You just went over there and paid for it. Yes, Robin. He went over there, put his card down, and then left. Get the fuck out of here, bro. No chance.
She clearly wants it to just go away.
Yes,
and much like her Bluetooth speaker, it ain't going away.
Exactly.
Sorry.
So Okay.
Which was in the Bravo Land like museum.
Oh, I love that.
Robin speaker. It was so funny. But I mean, we met her, and I just said that La Robin's rise and La Dame's need to sit down this season. And that's how I feel. I don't know. So really, it is a season about Robin because what Karen and Candace and Wendy were in it for about 4 seconds of this episode.
Yeah.
Whole first episode,
it was
4
the
seconds.
Robin show.
I don't even remember Wendy.
She came in wearing like a fucking drape to a like seafood restaurant. And they just were sitting. Remember, all their shoes got stuck in the wood going into that bar.
Yep.
And it was just the three of them sitting together, basically saying like, Karen's like, I don't have a problem with anyone, but Robin needs to own up to her shit before I'm gonna like talk to her. And then Candace is like, they were maligning my man. It blew my wig all the way over there. Like, okay, Candace, please.
She's gonna come in hard. She's gonna come in hard. She's like gonna pay. I paid hundreds for my tour. Please don't.
I know. Chicken cutlets, titties.
She was giving out merch at
She did.
Palooza.
I have a shirt. We both have shirts.
Well, I don't.
They gave Darcy a shirt for a baby, so we gave it away. But I have a shirt that says "Not Today" neck with a picture of Candace on it. They just gave it to us. Anyone who went up to her and like sang, they like gave something to. And I went up to her and I was like, "You make me want to drive back." And so
she won the song.
Shirts.
The song of the year.
I know. I don't like that, but that's as close to a Grammy as she's getting. Let's fucking be honest. Let's be honest. Summer's singing a tune over there.
Oh, yeah.
A little toot tune. Right, Summer?
She did a little burp.
Oh, that's
Good
what it was.
her.
Yeah. Way to go. I'd like to burp right now too, Summer. Do you guys think Ashely's ever going to divorce Michael?
No.
Like, no.
For what reason?
No.
Yeah.
For what?
I feel like she doesn't even want to not be with him, honestly. I feel like he sneaks into that house every night, which is just so gross. So fucking gross. He is the grossest house husband on television. And you all know how I feel about Rob. So.
You hate Rob so much. I feel bad for that guy.
I don't hate Rob.
He
as
did
Rob.
nothing to you.
I hate Rob and Crystal. I don't hate Rob as Rob. I just hate Rob and Crystal.
You have such a hatred for that poor man. So.
I just
He's done nothing to you.
No, he hasn't. But the same
with
like Michael
Lion
Darby.
King.
It's like they're so like these young hot women, and like they got with you when you weren't like even like you were still unattractive then. I don't know. I'm just like grossed out by it.
Money talks.
You do crazy things.
I know. It's just gross. Just the thought of it. The thought of having to have sex with Michael Darby. No.
Everybody's got a price.
And we know that Ashely did it at least twice. Yuck. Anything else about Potomac? I'm excited to meet the new girl, Nneka. Sounds like she is coming for a Wendy takedown. I'm here for it.
I'm here for it too.
There can only be one Nigerian queen, and that is going to be Nneka, I think.
Yeah, please. It ain't Wendy.
Yeah. Fucking Wendy. We could have like gone up to her. I was like, nah, I don't need it.
No, I don't want it.
I didn't really need Candace either, but she was in our Bravo Palooza. So I'm like, all right. That Bravo Palooza that day, we were like, everyone that walked in, we were like, oh, no. We didn't even go near some people. Like Kyle and Amanda and Taylor, like the only people we actually talked to.
Yeah.
Anyways, did you guys watch my favorite show on Bravo, Married to
sure
Matt?
I did. And let me just say, the shade throwing is real.
Thank you.
You did not make that up.
No, it's so much better. We went to their panel. We just like we weren't planning to, honestly. To be honest, we had other plans, but we had some time to kill. And we needed to sit because our feet hurt, or my feet hurt. And so we went in and sat. And they were getting mad because people kept going up to the mic and saying like, this is the most underrated show on Bravo. And they're like, but why are we underrated? Like, do better. Make us better rated, basically. I'm like, oh, boy. Okay. It's true.
It's true, though.
It is true. They are so underrated. It is such a good show. The shade, oh, my God. It's so good. It's chef kiss. Seriously.
Do you think it's just because they don't have, like, housewives attached to them?
Yeah.
That people have never, like, watched it so much?
Yeah. Because, and you, like, you hear the title and, like, you don't really know what it's about. But the whole thing is like, the reason the shade is so good is because these are actually intelligent women. Like, it's doctors throwing shade. It's fucking hysterical. Like, it's your OBGYN throwing fucking shade. It's funny. It's
prescribed shade.
I was looking for Dr. Simone all weekend. That's who I really wanted to meet, and we didn't get to meet her. But I did get to meet Heavenly and Dr. Jackie, and I've met Toya before, but I did get to see Toya and Dr. Eugene. So That was and Miss Quad. She got it. Love it. Just love it. Okay, tell me your thoughts because you guys haven't really watched the previous season. So you don't, all you know is the season 1 through 9 rundown I gave you in 3 minutes or less.
I know. I was like trying to think of that when I was watching it. Like I said, the shade was good. I liked it. I'm interested. The makeout session, is that the guy whose ex-wife is on the show and then the girl used to be on the show?
Yes.
Okay, so I figured
He's
that
on
was
the
happening.
show.
Yes.
Miss
Okay.
Quad. So Dr. Gregory used to be married to Miss Quad. That is their house. Miss Quad lived in that house. There were 5 seasons filmed in that house. It's so fucking wild.
When I saw that, I was like, this is crazy.
And Sweet Tea could not be any further from Miss Quad. Like, they are very different. It's very interesting. She is certainly better suited for Dr. G. I will say that. Miss Quad was not suited for Dr. G. I think she just wanted to marry medicine, basically.
I mean, she shot her shot in the DMs. Like, she fucking went for it.
I thought it was interesting how, like, they introduced Sweet Tea and Phaedra right off the rip, too, because usually we don't introduce new casts, like, immediately like that. I mean, Phaedra's, I guess, like, old new, but it was very interesting that they brought them in right off the rip. And a lot of the episode was about tea. So, she did not want to hear about Miss Quad, which I don't blame her. And they're not going to stop bringing it up. And at the panel, we got, like, more of an exclusive sneak peek, and they bring Miss Quad to her bridal shower / bachelorette party.
That's insane.
Yeah. Messy. Fucking
messy. And on the stage, they both said, like, we don't have a problem with each other. Like, there's no reason to have a problem with each other. But I think it's just, like, it's hard. How can you be in a group with
it's fucking weird.
Your husband's ex-wife or your ex-husband's new wife? It's fucking weird. It's weird.
It is weird.
So the tides have sort of shifted in terms of, like, friendships. Like, Toya and Simone have never had an issue, but they are the closest now, even though Dr. Simone and Dr. Jackie used to be the BFFs of the group. And I would say they still are because they spend a lot of time together in the hospital, so they actually see each other, like, outside of filming. But Toya and Simone seem like thick as thieves, ride or dies. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie are like thick as thieves. No one can really get that close to Heavenly because she will just talk shit about anyone. She don't care. She is the shadiest. The fact that she didn't win for Best Shade Thrower made me really mad because that's how you know the show's underrated, because Heavenly is above and beyond the best shade thrower of all these women.
Just from the one episode I watched, I was like, ooh, she is.
Oh, she was being messy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She was why didn't you refer her to Dr. Jackie, Simone? And she's like, because that's not what Jackie does. She's like, Jackie can do anything. You couldn't do it. That's why you had to refer her out. It was good. I'm ready for the rest of the season. Are you guys invested now? Do you feel
I'm
definitely going to watch. Yeah.
I'm going to try to, like, back watch everything.
We'll see.
Probably once the season ends, I'll go through and start it from the beginning.
I didn't always watch it. Like, it was like maybe a year ago. I was like, this seems like I've watched all the Housewives. I'm caught up to speed on, like, stuff that I didn't watch when I was, like, a teenager and it was out. So let me, like, just get into something new. And it did not take me long to watch all those seasons, honestly. Really didn't. I also watched the one season of Married to Medicine Houston. It was a one season.
I didn't realize they did a spinoff.
There's Married to Medicine LA too. It has 2 seasons. It's not canceled. It just hasn't been renewed. It came out during COVID, so it just hasn't been renewed yet, but it's not canceled. Married to Med Houston is very canceled because honestly, anything done in Texas is racist. Like, they just can't stay away from it.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a panel. We should talk about this because it was funny. I was sitting there like, ooh, like cringy. So it was Ask Andy, and Rachel Lindsay, the Bachelorette, who also happens to be Black, was the moderator of Ask Andy that day. And this woman came up to the mic and she was like, when are you going to bring back Real Housewives of Dallas? We love Real Housewives of Dallas. And Rachel Lindsay's face was like, no. And she goes, and Andy's like, you don't like it? And she goes, you can bring it back if you get an entirely new cast. Like, and like the undertone was, everyone is a fucking racist. Do not bring this shit back.
Well, and then someone else started going on about Ramona.
Oh, yeah. We laughed. It was so cringe. I was like, and they went off about Ramona to Rachel Lindsay. I'm like, oh, God. Oh, and they're like, like, you just love her, but you just can't. And Rachel's like, I don't, and I'm glad she's canceled. And then the woman just kept trying to, like, backpedal. I'm like, stop talking. I can't.
You're doing what Ramona did. Like,
I can't sit in here. The microaggressions are coming. Like, I have to get out of this room. We literally got up and left. I couldn't do it.
Respectfully, Jesus Jugs.
Respectfully, Jesus Jugs. I gotta go. I've used that once in real life this week. Thank you, Andy Cohen. Respectfully, Jesus Jugs. It was in my car when I was like mad at someone that was on the road, but
okay.
You know, that happens every day. Okay, Below Deck Med this week. It's still not doing it for me anymore. I'm sad about that.
I have a confession. I didn't watch it.
The only interesting thing that happened was Luca broke Captain Sandy's wrist.
Broke Captain Sandy.
And Kyle went after Jessica because Jessica told Toomey that Kyle makes her feel little.
Green.
Yeah, makes her feel green. And then he was
like so not a big deal.
Yeah. But Kyle going after her was hilarious because she was sitting there cleaning and he just went like crazy on her.
All those things happened in the last like 10 minutes. And Toomey and Natalia started fighting again, basically. So they're going to start fighting again. But
the dynamic of those two at BravoCon, though, seems very different than what we've seen play out on the season.
They were taking all pictures together and stuff. So I guess they are chums now and not just colleagues, as Toomey said. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about it, if I'm being honest. I hope that it gets better. Salt Lake City.
Same. Oh, let's get into it.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me your thoughts.
I love it. It's so good. It's so hilarious. I mean, the fighting is like teenage girls fighting. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. I mean, that's what my kids say to each other. So Louis, stop talking to me. Stop talking to me. Louis looking at me.
It was
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Exactly.
Or like Marlo and Sheree in Africa.
I just want to listen to the sound bowl. I just want to listen to the sound bowl.
Yeah, I mean, that's what old people do.
The ageism on Lisa Barlow, though, like, come on. She's the only one there that clearly has not had any work done. Like, it's kind of fucked up.
And Angie's like, stop. I'm older than her. Stop
they
it.
All
that's
are.
Not nice.
She's
but
like,
then
but you wear it.
Lisa's like, now her mother doesn't even want her. And then they're like, she's like, I've never said anything about you. I've never said anything. I'm like, you literally said her mom didn't want her, Lisa.
She's not wrong. But it's
so good. Every episode of this season has delivered so far.
Exactly.
They have all fucking nailed it.
It was so good. It was hysterical. The fighting was so funny. I'm not into Monica. I'm really not. She doesn't seem to be having that many fans these days either. People don't like Monica.
I know. Everyone loves Monica. Either. What are you talking about? Everyone...
I don't know where you keep saying that. I don't know where.
Go on the internet.
Go
on the internet.
No.
www.aol.com.
Yeah,
and Reddit, everyone loves her. And on your polls, everyone's Team Monica.
You should go on our Instagram account. People,
listen, I did this morning. Everyone was Team Monica. What's the latest poll? Where's the latest poll?
Maybe on that argument, but in general, people don't like her. Like, that's the consensus in our DMs.
I think it's switching. Everyone's like, this is the best freshman housewife we have had in so long. Summer agrees. She said Team Monica.
I don't mind that she's there. She's like certainly keeping it interesting, but I just don't like her as a person, really. Because she's poor. I don't need a relatable housewife. Like, stop being poor. Go be poor somewhere else.
Say that.
Why can't I say that?
Bro, that's wild. That is like so wild.
Why can't I say that?
If I ever become a housewife, you can't be like, that bitch is so poor. Yes, we know I'm not rich, okay? But I'm still a housewife, ho.
I feel like there's just requirements to housewife-ism, and she is not meeting them.
I mean, everyone on OC is poor. Besides Heather.
They're not Monica poor.
Gina lives in a townhouse.
Gina owns her townhouse. Monica don't even own her own fucking vehicle. Her mommy takes it away.
Owns it. Mommy took my car away.
I just don't need a relatable housewife. I don't need it. And I don't care if I can't say it. I said it. And now we've said it. I've said it.
Now we said it. I mean, Jeff Lewis said it.
Yes.
When he moderated the first day. And he got heat.
It's not why I'm watching this. Like, I'm not watching this to watch fucking relatable people. Like, if I wanted to see someone go through the McDonald's drive-thru that was poor, I would go to my local McDonald's. Like, I don't need it. I need Mary in a Sprinter van asking someone else to go through McDonald's for them. Come on. I don't need it. I just don't. Anyways, what do you guys make of this whole, like, Heather being obsessed with Baby Jack's mission?
I think she's just obsessed with the Mormonism, and it's like really triggering for her.
I think so too. Yeah. I think it's very triggering. It's not about Jack. It's not about Lisa. And I actually believe that Lisa is trying to keep it from her in her best interest because she sees her being triggered. I actually believed that when she said it at the party.
I agree. I agree.
Because they do seem to have a friendship now. It seemed like that at BravoCon too. And I think she is really trying with her. Because she knows the fans like her, so she's got to like her. Or she's fucked. I just love Salt Lake. I'm ready for them to go to Bermuda. I'm excited for that.
I want to know like what the Heather's crying was all about.
I just know we're going to be disappointed by whatever that information is.
It's going to be about Monica. It's going to be about Monica.
Or Jen Shaw. Or Jen Shaw / Monica. I mean, Monica, I want to know more about Monica fucking her brother-in-law. Like, why did we get away from that story?
Give me that. I actually don't care about 18 months is a long time to carry on. Yeah.
Like, does his wife know? Is he still with his wife? Were you guys thinking of leaving your spouses like for one another? Like, was this going to continue on? Is your youngest child actually his child? Like, how did this happen?
Were you playing footsie at Thanksgiving? Like, how did it start? How did you get to the point to like, you're my brother-in-law and now you're in my bed?
I don't know if I told you this, but I was talking to my husband about it, like, because I do counseling, like, this shit happens all the time. The people that are like closest to you are the people that your wife is going to fuck. So you better watch out. You better have only ugly friends. I'm dead serious. It happens so much more than you know. You've no idea. Fell in love with my husband's best friend happens all the fucking time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Have ugly friends. That is my suggestion.
Have no friends. Have no
friends. You
bitches
aren't allowed near my husband. You're too pretty. You're too fucking pretty. All right, let's talk about Winterhouse. I'm ready.
Okay.
What do you guys think? What are you thinking so far? A couple episodes in.
Okay, what am I thinking? Malia is a terrible person. I can't stand her. I also can't stand Casey because she's just weird, but she's kind of entertaining. So Jordan, you need
garbage bag shot.
That was disgusting.
Jordan. Okay, Danielle drinking it. It was giving like I'm trying too hard to be cool. I'm trying too hard to be cool. Danielle's annoying me this season. I don't like her. I've never liked her. I'm gonna stand
I
by
have to say this. That was a lot of good hair in one bed. Her and Alex.
She has the best hair. I will say her hair is amazing. Okay.
She does. She's very pretty IRL too. Very pretty. And she's
a beautiful person. Yeah.
They're all super tall on that cast. Like you wouldn't know because the guys are so tall. Amanda said the guys are so tall that you don't know that the women are actually really tall too because only Kyle is tiny.
Yeah.
I was shocked by how tall Amanda was.
She's huge. She's a gargantuan, but she's just
God,
so
and
skinny.
She's so thin.
I don't think that you realize how tall she is because she's like this. That was me hunched over going.
Make that noise again. How's that go?
Malia needs to go. I could not. I could do with Malia never being on my TV again.
I cannot wait till Sam comes and fucking eats her alive.
Same.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
What do you guys think about her like telling Jordan to go for it and then baby birding in Kory's mouth? Like, what is your vibe?
I think it's fucked up. I think it's fucked up. And honestly, I think Malia is a smart woman. So I feel like she knew what she was doing. And she's like, I'm going to tell this self-proclaimed hottest woman who knows that she can pull anyone to go for him so that I can go for him first and make her look like shit.
She's such a pick-me girl. It fucking irritates the shit out of me. She's like, oh, I'm friends. She's the girl who's like, I don't have any girls that are friends. Like, I'm friends with the guys. Like,
I don't get along with girls.
Yeah.
Too much drama.
That's why like I can't get on board with Katie because I'm like, what about Malia makes you want to be her friend? I don't understand.
Okay. I like Katie. Yes.
I know, but that's my hang up about her. It's like there must be something wrong with you if you want to be friends with Malia. I don't look
because I feel like Malia would stab Katie in the back in a second. That's the vibe I get from Malia.
I think she'd stab anyone in the back. Just like she didn't like what Hannah was like doing or saying, so she went and fucking went through her belongings and found drugs. I'm not going to forget that. That is an invasion of privacy.
Snitches get stitches and end up in ditches, Malia. Watch your back, bitch.
Oh. Malia was serving fucking ice capades at BravoCon.
She had on a caftan and a bathing suit.
Fucking ice capades.
She's fucking
so weird.
Her bathing suit like she's going to the fucking pool party.
I work on a boat. I'm wearing a bathing suit.
I know.
Oh, I'm a chief officer. Shut the fuck up, Malia. Go away. All right, let's stop talking about her.
Bye, Malia.
We're giving her too much airtime.
Okay. So she baby birded Kory. That was gross. What do you guys make of Casey talking shit about Sam? Because that's going to come back to bite her next week.
I agree with that because she said Jordan's my friend, so I get it. I would talk shit about somebody with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm down with it.
But you also
what are we doing right now?
So we're good. So it's going to come back to haunt you.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I'll talk shit about you. I don't care.
We're judging. That's our job.
Yeah.
It's kind of our job.
I'll talk shit about anybody. I don't care. Casey I agree with it.
Weird. I mean, Sam is a little basic, so she wasn't wrong about that. Someone wrote on their thing, I think Kory likes being baby birded. Isn't that what Sam does? I'm like, no, Sam likes it, and it's disgusting.
Yeah,
she said, spit in my mouth. That's her favorite thing.
I don't fucking get it. I don't want to get it. But like, if anybody tried to spit in my mouth, they'd lose their fucking teeth.
Just the thought of it.
You kidding me?
Just the thought of it. Disgusting.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's where we stand on spitting in the mouth.
Yes.
And we need to talk about Jordan for a second, because like the annoying crying at the end of the night because you didn't get your man you wanted was weird. It was so weird.
Yeah.
I think her being so hung up on him was weird. All of Martha's Vineyard was like shutting down every guy, which is fine. That's your prerogative. But fucking he's who you want to go after. Like,
and you cry over it?
I'm going to say she was probably super drunk too. And like alcohol leads to tears, not for me, but for others. So.
Not for me either.
Nah, I'm not fucking crying.
I like,
especially not over a dude. Over a dude? No, thank you. That dude to begin with too. You're right.
I have like two modes when I'm drunk. 90% is just like happy and fun, and like 10% is I will fucking cut you. Like those are the modes.
Same.
I've seen them both.
Same.
Probably back in our like drinking career days, it was more like 50-50. I would either fight you or have a good time. Now it's mostly 90. I'll have a good time. 10% I'll fuck with you.
Mine is like usually just drink till I black out and just like who knows what happens after that. I
like to get into mischief. Like nothing like real trouble, but I just like to get into little hijinks and mischief.
I like a little chaos in my life.
Am I going to steal this traffic cone? Yeah, I am.
Am I going to wake up with a broken finger? For months after Jenna's wedding, I couldn't fucking use my index finger. Months. I'm talking like 9 months. Every time I did something, I'm like, damn, my finger still hurts. It was 9 months ago.
My favorite drunk is when you're sober enough that like you make it to the diner and then you have a good meal and then you go to bed happy. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite drunk. Doesn't happen often, but that is my favorite drunk. Late night snack drunk. Anyways, Winter House. So next week, it looks like Amanda comes, and I don't think anyone else is coming next week, but
I want Isha to come.
I think she's only going to come for like one episode.
Yeah.
Maybe. She's in the house for at least a night. Captain Sandy's like a drive-by. And Riley, I don't need her either. She was another one wearing like a leotard to BravoCon. She looked great, but weird. Let's talk about Beverly Hills from last night. Okay. I texted you guys like first thing this morning, like 6:30 a.m. that I stand firm in my conviction that I just fucking hate Sutton. I just do. She is so annoying.
She was wild last night. She never bothered me, but last night was like very erratic behavior.
I mean, is it though? Like when you think about it, like her going crazy over like Crystal saying she violated her by just walking in her room. She went crazy for 17 episodes about it. Like, is it really? And
then she's like mad because the spread eagle thing. I think she was jelly.
I think she definitely was very jealous that she didn't get picked, and she put on pants. And with Sutton, it's always about fucking pants. Always.
I know. That's been on a lot today. Poor Crystal in her ugly leather pants. She was like, this was the funnest episode that Crystal's ever been at all on Beverly Hills. This is the most fun she's ever been. But seriously, it was too much. And she's like, I fucking wore pants for this. And I didn't get picked. Waste of pants. It was weird. And then also like Kyle comes out and Kyle's like, well, you're not going to like what I just did then, like getting whipped cream licked off me. And she's like, that's fine.
Wild.
That's
I know.
Fine.
She's like, that's fine.
Where you draw the line. I don't fucking get it.
It wasn't about any. It was about.
I am on the board of the American Ballet.
Cool. And then Garcel's like, I understand. Like, no, Garcelle, nobody understands, especially not you. Like, what the fuck does that even mean?
She just wanted her to shut up. I made a meme today, and it says, anytime I want to get out of something from now on, and it's the picture of her saying, I am on the board of the American Ballet Foundation. Sutton was a buzzkill, but I will say that Erica not responding was like very shocking. But
someone said, "Is Ozempic make you calm?" I mean,
it's
hormones.
Not Ozempic, it's hormones.
It's hormones.
Hey, I kind of liked it though. She was like, "Okay."
Well, it's not going to last long because she's going to call her out and tell her to apologize to her friend next episode. But I thought it was funny. So I think we're all in agreement. She's jealous, not being a judge, even though she like disguised it by being a judgmental old white woman. She's actually not a Karen. She's just jealous. Jealous of what? You wore pants? What do you guys make of Garcelle not wanting to share about her children?
It was just produced, I feel like.
It was
she needed
weird
conflict. It was weird timing.
Yeah.
By the way, we're having breakfast. Oh, also, I don't want you guys to talk about my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was a little strange. It was legit. Like, I understand why she'd feel that way after, like, the mockery that they made of the situation. But, like, that time for that conversation was a year ago. Not now.
Well, or even to just bring it up in the first episode when they did their, like, healing session. Like, bring it up then. Not at breakfast in Vegas after Sutton had a meltdown.
Things that I don't need, an entire storyline devoted to Kyle going to the gym in Las Vegas. Like, I don't need that.
Same.
I also don't bring my Birkin bag to the gym, and I don't ever wear my hair parted so that it's touching my forehead, because if you're actually working out, it's going to sweat out and look like shit in 5 seconds.
Yeah. No, it was fluff filler.
Yeah. And those are my hot takes on Beverly Hills, basically. But I'm still into it. I think it was a good episode, and I just think that Beverly Hills is one you just keep watching. Like, there are no, like, fluffers, you know? When we were talking about Christmas episodes, we were like, oh my God, we could do the Oh Holy Night episode. I can't wait. Miami, did you guys watch?
I
sure did.
It, like, right before we jumped on.
I love that you did your homework right before our podcast. I love that.
I've been cramming.
It's always good. It always gives.
Mm-hmm. It was good, but I feel like not much really happened, I'll be honest.
Not a ton. It's weird that Jody owns Adriana's old house.
Yeah, that's kind of
really funny.
Yeah. I mean, Miami is small, no matter what people think. Like, there's a lot of people packed into a little tiny space, so I guess it's not that weird. But when they were showing, like, the flashbacks, I thought it was interesting.
It was funny.
Yeah. Lenny paid the child support, or the whatever, temporary spousal support. So that's,
she's not getting much.
$8,000 a month is not a lot. I feel
that's like nothing.
Way more than that on my
$8,000 a month if you have to pay for a nanny and for school. That's literally nothing. Thank you. Trust me, I know. I got 3 kids.
He's just trying to bankrupt
ain't getting
her.
You much.
Yeah, he's trying to bankrupt her, and he's going to keep going to court until he bankrupts her. But
like, if he's paying for school and he's paying for nannies, then $8,000 is like, okay, I get it. But if he's not paying for school or nannies, then that's not much. It ain't getting you anywhere, honey.
He has the money to do this, but she also has the, like, following and the likeness to be sponsored to continue going forward. Like, I bet people will foot that bill, and I bet a lot of lawyers will work pro bono just to be working with Lisa Hochstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when she gets money,
exactly,
they get paid.
Somebody said she needs to get Sutton's lawyer. I'm like, agreed.
Oh my God.
You know what they say? Yeah. Don't get a divorce because the lawyers are the only ones that win. That's what
it's cheaper to keep her, Lenny. Now you got a wife and a girlfriend.
Fiance.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't see those two making it down the aisle. But Kiki saying she was going to date the girl's ex-husband.
That was hilarious.
He's like a prince, isn't he? He's like an ambassador from another country.
Yeah, he's an ambassador from another country.
Yeah. Good for you, Kiki. Larsa and Marcus in love scene was weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
Larsa's
the gay brunch was the gay brunch. I mean, not much happened.
Yeah, it was brunch and it was gay.
Larsa calling Marcus, like, at the table.
I do not like when people FaceTime and they're like,
it's fucking rude. Put your phone away.
I don't like that when they're like, oh, look at it's Mark. Like, look at my boyfriend. No, I don't want to FaceTime your boyfriend. Thank you.
Yeah. No, it was too much.
Yeah. That was strange. The other happy hour was like, I'm like, when is this going to build into Guerdy telling them, and then I'm going to burst into tears, which is exactly what happened, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do you guys believe that Todd told Adriana, of all people, that, like, they need to work on their marriage, him and Alexia? Like, I just don't buy it.
I don't believe it. That was made up.
All these things that she says are never things that happen on camera. I just think she is a liar. Big time liar.
Yeah.
Yep.
You said liar, and I was thinking of her song Fire.
Fire.
And it's just like playing in my head. I'm like, liar.
Yeah. It is a good song. I love that song. We made a killer playlist for BravoCon. Go check it out. It's called BravoCon 2023. It's on Spotify. It is under my name, and you can play it. We shared it. It was a good playlist. It was good. Every song that any Bravo celebrity like has ever made is on that playlist. Even the shit you don't want to hear, like "Don't Cry" by Danielle Staub. Or something about crying. I don't know what it's called, but do you guys think actually Alexia and Todd are having issues? I was kind of curious about this because like obviously he didn't show to the party, and then they had this like weird dinner.
I don't know. It's like maybe not, but there's something like off for sure.
There's something off. There's a lot I feel like that goes on under the surface. She really does have like a lot of drama in her life, especially like with her son, her like drug dealer ex-husband, her like ex-husband who was gay. Like there's just a lot in her life. It would surprise me if she was married to just like a normal person. That would be surprising. And then we end the episode with Guerdy and Larsa. They're just not on the same page. Like obviously like it's what Guerdy's going through is sad, but to like Larsa's credit, she doesn't know that. So she thinks they're going for like a chaotic lunch where she needs to like come guns blazing. Like give her a heads up. This is not going to be a chaotic lunch. I have something sad to tell you. Like it's just, it was weird. It was weird. And then
very disjointed.
Yeah.
Was there a preview for next week?
No, I didn't see one.
Okay.
I watched it on Peacock. Either. So maybe there was, but I didn't see one.
Okay.
So. We'll see. I don't know what the Thanksgiving lineup is. It looks like, from what I could see, because I looked a couple of days ago and it only went to like Tuesday. The schedule only went to Tuesday. There were new shows up until Tuesday. I didn't see Wednesday.
Okay.
So we'll see. Anything else? Bravo related, Bravo adjacent, BravoCon worthy, Bravo news?
I think we ran through it.
I know. That was a lot. We needed a real episode. Well, if you liked what you heard here, follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow us on our socials. We are on Instagram at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Threads at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group. We also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.